I've been living with a mystery. It's something I've been wrestling with for a decade of my life, and it goes deep. There's a lot of layers to this, and I've decided that right now it's time to unravel those layers. Because I'm confident that someone out there watching this, it might even be you, that holds the answer to solving this mystery. It's the mystery of the Rotolo's Pizza Jingle. I can remember the exact moment that I heard this jingle for the very first time. I was in my car and I had an AM radio station playing, driving down the street. Amongst the flurry of meaningless commercials, just a local pizza place had a jingle. It was a 30-second commercial.
Go to Rotolo's, pizza is my life.
I just sort of laughed to myself. I had a moment of like, that's a cool song.
Families on the go love to go to Rotolo's. They use the best ingredients. It makes a difference whenever you're in the mood for real Italian food. Go to Rotolo's, pizza is my life.
Come to find out, this song is for Rotolo's Pizza. It's a local family-owned Columbus restaurant. It's been in operation since 1974. It was the first time I heard the jingle, and frankly, I haven't been able to get it out of my head since.
It still is there right now. I close my eyes, I go to sleep at night, it's playing in the background.
Pizza is my life.
Not only was it catchy, but the guy singing it sounded like I bought it. Like I believed that pizza was his life. It was a very personal lyric. It wasn't just a faceless corporation jingle. This guy is special.
Families on the go love to go to Rotolo's. They use the best ingredients.
I don't know why, but I pictured him wearing like a satin Speedo in sort of a leopard print room. I want to find this guy. Maybe he'll be interested in being interviewed and we could do a little project about this song. There's no way I can just forget about this. I got the scent, now it's time to go and track it down. You know, I start with playing the song endlessly for every single person that I know. It sort of became like an anthem for me. I knew some local musicians and I would ask those guys. And like, for sure, people that I knew thought it would be interesting to find that guy, sure. No one had any actual answers. So number two, the obvious thing would be just to Google it. Rotolo's Pizza, Pizza is my life, Columbus, Ohio, jingles, every entry my little brain can think of, I'm putting it in there. Third step, got in the horn, started making calls.
Thank you for calling Rotolo's and Gravy. This is speaking. How can I help you?
It was harder than I thought to get in touch with the owners of this pizza shop.
I'm sorry, he's not in right now.
Okay, do you know if I can reach him by any chance?
He's not, unfortunately, no. This is the best place to catch him. Other than that, I'm really not allowed to give out his personal information as far as phone number or anything.
One of the workers would say, well, they'll be in tomorrow morning.
He'll be in tomorrow morning.
Thanks so much.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
And they would never answer the phone, and they would never come to the phone, and they would never return my calls. So it got a little strange. Why is this so hard? It shouldn't be this hard.
How can I help you?
Finally, a tiny morsel, a tiny little lead.
I was actually just on your website, and I love your guys' jingle that you have on there, and I'm just curious if you can give me the information of who created that jingle.
I've asked our owner before, actually fairly recent, because I've thought that has been hilarious for about the last 10 years. I think the person he said did it was a backup singer to like Gloria Estefan or something.
Really?
Yeah, I asked him the same thing, and that's the answer I got.
Oh, how can I say this? It was big. This person was possibly a background singer for Gloria Estefan. And if you're not familiar with Gloria Estefan, she's a Cuban-American multi-Grammy award-winning singer. And it's like adding jet fuel to an open flame now. It's like I got this Gloria Estefan thing and I am off to the races. I can go down the Gloria Estefan wormhole as deep as that sucker goes. Any person who is in her band or has been credited on an album, I am finding that person, I am Googling their name to try to find samples of their voice. And also, do they have a Columbus, Ohio connection? Because I thought that might be my smoking gun. With all of my extensive inquiries, I'm not getting anything. The Gloria Estefan stuff did not turn up anything promising. There was no outstanding smoke and gun person. Rotolo still wasn't calling me back directly.
I sent them numerous Facebook messages and they hadn't responded.
It could be that the universe just doesn't want me to know. Maybe this is just unsolvable.
Maybe I'm a fool and this is a huge waste of time. But finally, they messaged me back.
They said the answer, for all intents and purposes, has been lost to time. And we went back and forth.
I asked them, even though you guys don't know the answer, would you be open to me coming there, maybe interviewing you, filming a little bit?
Ultimately, they came back with, management has discussed this and they're not interested in being a part of any sort of filming.
I basically wanted to film a commercial about their commercial. In my mind, why would you be against that? I thought, are they hiding something? Are they just shy? Honestly, it's starting to get a little bizarre.
But then they say, the owner thinks it was an LA ad agency that was contracted to do it in the early 2000s, 2002. All of my research so far had been heavily anchored to people in the Columbus, Ohio area. Now, potentially, I was searching in the wrong place. On the flip side of it, of course,
at this point, I'm actually living in Los Angeles now.
This person might live down the street from me. We might have passed each other on the street. I've reached a crossroads now. It's like, do I hang up my pizza peel and go about my merry way and just put this behind me? Or do I forge a new path? Down the LA road, down the LA path? Put on my swimmer's cap and dive headfirst into a larger pool with more fish? So let me just ask you guys, what do you think I did? I once again fully submerge myself in the waters of this mystery, confident this is the time we're going to solve it. LA ad agencies, I looked up every single one. I started contacting them. Come across the Spin magazine interview with a guy named Jason Page, the singer of the Pokemon theme song. He also sang on stage with Michael Jackson. It could be our guy. He gets back to me right away. He says, I've done a lot of abstract jingles all over the world. This one is not me though. I didn't do this one. So we can rule him out too.
So at this point, I decide I need more expertise. I need more hands-on.
Came across the Reddit Bureau of Investigation. It's a great subreddit where people post their mysteries. I thought I will just make a post, put everything that I know on there, and see if anybody can shed any light on this. And sure enough, there's a handful of really juicy leads. One user dove into their website and found several really interesting things on the Rotolo's Pizza website. One of which was that there was a second version of the song. If you change track 1 to track 2 in the URL, it gives you a second version of the song, which is fantastic. This Reddit user also found that in March of 2005, Rotolo's underwent a big expansion. They had more restaurants, and they also expanded their website. 2007 is when they actually posted the MP3 version of their jingle on their website. All this does is really help us with our timeline. We know from Rotolo's that the jingle was maybe recorded around 2002. They underwent an expansion around 2005, and they posted the jingle in 2007 on their website. That is the most definitive timeline that we can come up with so far for this jingle. And doing a little bit of research, I find out that the Rotolo's expansion ended up not working out, and now they went back down to one restaurant. So it could be, in the mad dash to expand their business, the jingle was created amongst all of the energy and the positivity. And now, in the aftermath, the dust has settled, and we no longer have the answer. They don't have the answer. They don't know. The last little juicy tidbit that the Reddit thread gave us was the mention of the name John Cicada. John Cicada is probably Gloria Estefan's one of her biggest collaborators. He won numerous Grammys. He had that hit song Just Another Day, and come to find out, he has a wide array of music. Of course, heavily Latin inflection. And looking at the Rotolo's song again, there was always something interesting in the Rotolo's song at the end of the word Rotolo's. Rotolo's. Let me play that for you here, see if you can hear that.
Go to Rotolo's.
Go to Rotolo's. Right there at the end. You hear that?
Go to Rotolo's.
It could be that this person does have a Latin inflection. And on John Cicada's website, deep in his bio, I read the line, throughout this time, Cicada worked incessantly at nightclubs, did voiceovers, and wrote numerous jingles. There we go. We have a Gloria Estefan connection. We have someone who did jingles. A good friend of mine reached out to John Cicada's manager, and the manager said, I'll share it with him. And so John Cicada actually sat down and listened to the jingle and reported back that, he had done other jingles all over the world, but this one was not him. If that giant maze of confusing dead ends wasn't enough, the final twist in this story happened just a few weeks ago. Okay, so we'll play the second version here. You'll notice the difference right away. I mean, it's apparent. I'm going over all of the leads with my friend, and I'm about to play the alternate version of the jingle for him, because he's never heard it. See, for some reason now it's giving me a 404 page not found.
Is your other internet is working, your regular?
Yeah, it should be working fine.
That's weird.
Every time we go back to the Reddit page, it leads you to a 404 page not found link. And so for whatever reason, this link was active on Rotolo's website from 2007 until now, and for whatever reason, they decided to remove it. I still, to this day, don't know why they did that. And it almost seems like there's the light and the dark fighting, and the light wants you to know, but the dark doesn't want you to know. It's like these two worlds clashing, and I'm in the middle. So it is really perplexing, I'll say that. Ideally, my end goal would be to meet the man who sang the jingle. We can eat Rotolo's pizza together. I've never had Rotolo's pizza, but I'm told it's very good pizza. Obviously, if you have a lead on this case, or have a suggestion of a place I could look, let me know in the comment section down below. And, of course, pizza is my life. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing.